This is Ace and Friends.
Well, the reviews are in. As we get started with another edition, this is episode 4 of the Ace and Friends podcast. I am the modern day Mr. Rogers. My name is Ace. Riggins is here. Technically, Rob is here. We'll be adding friends as we go along. Maybe we'll be subtracting friends as we go along. I don't know. But some of our friends in the Ace and TJ Radio family have spoken up. I'd like to thank Eric, who said, first of all, I love the new podcasts. Thank you, Eric. We don't really care what comes second. And Jared said, well, I think Jared likes this, but he wants to inject something based upon yesterday's podcast. Can we please have a weekly segment on Ace and Friends to the tune of Will Ace Cry or Make Ace Cry? Just a thought. I love it. Keep up the good work. Yeah, we got a lot of feedback on yesterday's edition of the Ace and Friends podcast, where I tried to read that poem about LSU, and I'm unable to do so.
Some people thought it was mean, though. I didn't think it was mean.
Mean that you were trying to make me do it?
Mean that we would even, they said leave Ace alone. I thought it would be fun, and I know you don't.
Oh, I didn't take it as mean.
I don't think Ace looked at it as mean at all.
No, I don't. I find it's humorous to me because I realize it's ridiculous. And if you missed it, you go back and find it. There's a clip on all of our social media. But by the way, it's Ace Cannon Media. If you want to follow along on Instagram and everywhere, just Ace Cannon Media. You can see the clip. But yeah, I find it ridiculous.
Yeah, it's funny.
I admit it is kind of ridiculous. It's in a way it's sad that I'm unable to get through reading even any part of it. And part of it is because I hear it in my head in that video that it was written for.
Yeah,
which is just one of the greatest pieces of one of the greatest marriages of audio and video I've ever seen in my life. And it makes me cry every time I watch it. I love it that much. So no, I didn't hurt my feelings. I just think it's ridiculous.
I thought it was fun.
No, it was absolutely fun. It was all fun. That's what we do on Ace and Friends.
Yeah,
we have fun. I have something to start today. I really don't know. Riggins hasn't heard it. Rob, do you think I am making a bad decision by playing this audio that I found on TikTok?
No, I think it's fine.
If we explain the context, you think it's okay?
I
don't want people to be upset, but I think it's a great example of, oh my, how the world has changed.
Yeah, it's not like there's nothing malicious behind it. So.
Exactly. I guess that's the point. It's not malicious at all, but it is an incredible example of what used to be okay that is not okay now. That is next on Ace and Friends.
More Ace and Friends coming up.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
All guests of the Ace and TJ show stay at the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. Beautiful rooms, incredible dining options. Book your room by calling 980-299-7123. It's the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
Ace and Friends.
I am very nervous about what we're about to do, only because, well, I wouldn't do this on the radio because people don't pay as close attention as they would in a podcast like Ace and Friends, because we're all friends here. And all I'm trying to do is exhibit to you something that used to be totally acceptable, that today is totally unacceptable in an unbelievable way. And this caught me completely off guard when I was watching this. It comes from a TikTok, and it's completely self-explanatory. All right, so just follow along. Again, this is from a national commercial that aired in the 1980s.
Commercials we watched in the 80s that are completely inappropriate
Which is
today.
nice, because now that I'm grown up, I want people to notice me, not my bandage.
Only Johnson & Johnson makes Band-Aid brand clear. Clearly the best-looking bandage ever. Help us help retarded children. Look for Johnson & Johnson.
That was the commercial. That I was watching that TikTok and I went like, oh my God. That aired on national television, like during the Cosby Show. That would be a commercial that ran for Band-Aid brand. I'm stuck on Band-Aid because Band-Aid stuck on me. And the line is, help us help retarded children.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, their intentions are pure. They're trying to do something to help aid kids who are terminally ill. Isn't that, but when you hear it today, it's like,
Yeah.
I can't believe they said that.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's just the word you don't use.
It's just a word you do not use. And if someone uses it, you say, hey, that's really not something we should be saying that.
Yeah.
Or that's not a word you should use. But the fact that that was in a national commercial is like,
Yeah.
it's a very different day and age today.
Yes.
But that was just wild to me.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And I'm hoping that there's a whole series of those coming to TikTok because but there are lots of things like, I know there are old wrestling promos that you watch now. It's like, oh my God, if they said that today, like one guy's like, I'm gonna rape you. It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
But again, things you used to be able to do were totally acceptable. That's that's Band-Aid. Trying to do something to help kids who are terminally ill. Just using the R word in their national commercial is
Crazy.
Coming up on Ace and Friends. Ace and Friends.
So, Riggins, explain this JoJo Siwa audio that you found that is hilarious.
JoJo Siwa has graduated from Dance Mom. She's her own woman. And she started getting tattoos. She's got the weirdest tattoos I've ever heard of on an adult. I'll tell you what they are next.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities. And we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston.
Attention Charlotte, treat yourself to a delicious meal that's made with fresh, seasonal ingredients and ready in just 20 minutes. Enjoy a fine dining experience without ever leaving your home. Head over to tableandtwine.com.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
Ace and Friends.
So, okay, Riggins loves JoJo the singer,
Yeah.
not JoJo Siwa.
Yeah, different.
And I thought, when you sent me this, I got him backwards. And I thought, oh man, he's going to be so disappointed now. He loves this girl. And then I realized, a minute ago, Rob pointed out, I got him backwards. JoJo Siwa was the dance moms.
Blonde hair, like the space buns, and she's now like a lesbian, and she's all grown up.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
So this is an interview done about her tattoos.
Yeah, she got her first tattoo in 2023. Now she looks like Harry Styles. I mean, her arms are covered. She's got tattoos all over the place, and she's kind of known for her bubbly, energetic. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to my YouTube channel. She's kind of this bubbly personality.
But she say it with the southern accent. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Yes, yes. And she's got 2 new tattoos. And for the oddest reasons I've ever heard of.
So this is from an interview she did with Access Hollywood.
Correct.
This is from Access Hollywood's TikTok account.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah. Right.
I didn't.
Yeah.
But talking about her tattoos.
You named your children?
Fully. I actually have 2 tattoos dedicated to them. This one's dedicated to my baby girl one day. Her name is Freddie. Then this is dedicated to twin boys, Eddie and Teddy.
Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy.
Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy. I wanted 3 babies. I have my sperm donor lined up.
Wait, where's the sperm donor?
You already got it lined up.
Is the sperm donor a friend?
I'll tell you.
I make great kids.
You.
I mean,
yes,
is he here today?
Maybe.
I know who it is. Hey,
it's not me.
It's a good one. It's not me. And it's a good.
So she doesn't have any kids yet.
No.
But she's already decided it's 2 boys and a girl, Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy.
Yeah.
And she's already got the tattoos on her.
Tattoos.
To honor the 3 kids she doesn't have yet.
Correct.
So weird.
Have you ever heard of anybody doing anything even remotely close to that?
She has the sperm donor already lined up.
I don't even know what that means. I mean,
meaning she knows the person who's going to.
I guess.
She said he's here today. So he was there with her.
Sounds like she's doing it the old-fashioned way.
Maybe. Isn't that odd? That's a cry for help, isn't it?
And you can't control the sex, right? You can't do that. You can't say I want a boy or I want a girl. They just implant the seed, so to speak, and you just take what you get, right?
Yeah, what it sounds like.
I don't know. I thought they actually could do that.
I don't think they can.
No.
I don't think it's quite there, but I think they're making strides
to allow you to pick the gender of the kid if you're doing that way.
I think it's closer than ever before, obviously.
But can you believe that, getting three, not even like one tattoo. 3
tattoos for kids you don't even have.
That is bizarre behavior.
You don't even have one kid.
Yeah, not even in a relationship. What are you talking about?
It's wild.
So one of the things about Ace and Friends we want every day is to leave you with something good, something fun, something that makes you feel good. And we have that. We'll give you a little edition of the good news next.
Ace and Friends.
Back again with our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. Now, Richard, tell us about this cash out equity thing, instant cash, add water, and there it is.
That's how it is. Instant equity. I mean, you do the application today, you could close today and get your money in 5 days. There's no underwriting, there's no appraisal. You know, I think didn't you do something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly what I did. Instant equity. It's very easy, and Richard walks you through the process. Find out more at homewithrichard.com.
Our nation's second president, John Adams, always slept on the left side of the bed. He believed this would increase his chances of having positive dreams and a more successful next day. That's why every mattress we sell here at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress includes a left side.
And for those that prefer waking up on the right side of the bed, our mattresses come with one of those too.
This President's Day, you can save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic sets. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
There's a lot of news out there, but Ace and Friends just want to give you the good news.
The news that makes you feel a little bit better about the world. Today's Leap Day. You've probably heard about it all day long, but check this out. It is also the 25th birthday of Mary Forsyth of Oklahoma, technically. Yeah. Mary actually turns 100 years old today. She's one of the oldest leap babies in the world. She was born February 29th, 1924. That's amazing to think about it that way. She's 100 years old today. But technically, this is just the 25th time she's celebrated on her actual birthday, which is pretty wild. Meanwhile, Leap Day babies, if you don't know, they're called leapers. And there are a ton of them that are on a cruise to the Bahamas right now. They started this in 2020. It's about 70 leapers that signed up this time. And it's interesting because most of them say they had never met another Leap Day baby ever in their entire lives. But now they all come together every year to have this big Leap Day cruise to the Bahamas. Another piece of good news that I find fascinating today. If your dog disappeared, would you know it instantly 5 years from now? You hadn't seen the dog in 5 years. There's a woman in Ohio. Her dog had been missing for 5 years. She just got the dog back at an adoption event this month. She never stopped looking for the dog. She spotted the dog after he ended up at a shelter. They posted photos on Facebook where she says the moment she saw this dog at the adoption event, she knew that was her dog. 5 years had elapsed. And apparently the dog knew her immediately, which kind of makes you feel good if you have an animal to think that it would still know you after being gone for 5 years. And one last piece of good news. A lady in Seattle finally checked an old lottery ticket after her husband was nagging her about it. Now, obviously, it's the good news. I wouldn't be telling you about this had she not hit for $135,000. It had just been sitting in their house collecting dust for 5 months. It would probably still be there had it not been for that nagging husband. That is the good news.
Ace and Friends.
It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime, thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/neogenics, Neogenics.
Bradham Brothers offers heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust. Their family business has served thousands of customers with honesty and a smile for over 50 years. Go to bradhambrothers.com to schedule service or a free estimate today.
This is Ace and Friends.
Okay, a minute ago in today's edition of The Good News, we had a story, if you missed it, about a lady who has lost her dog 5 years ago and recently reconnected with the dog at an event at a shelter event. She's been looking for the dog for 5 years. And she said at this shelter event, this adoption event, she saw this dog and went, that's my dog.
That's amazing.
5 years later, knew the dog instantly. That's my dog. Do you think, Riggins, you've had Riley 6 years?
Yeah.
6 years?
Yeah.
Do you think today, if Riley disappeared?
Why would you say that?
Do you think if Riley disappeared and 5 years from now, you're at some type of thing, yours is a rare dog.
Yeah.
But do you think if there were 3 of those, you would go, that's Riley?
In an instant.
Do you think
I could do it by smell?
Do you think 5 years from now Riley would know you?
Without question.
I asked Amanda the same thing. She said it could be a room full of basset hounds, and I walk into that room. There could be 30 in there, and she goes, "I would know Toby. In 5 years, I'd know Toby instantly."
Instantly.
Her worry was, I hope he would know me.
Yeah.
That would be the thing that if she picked Toby out and Toby acted like he didn't know who she was, she would be just devastated.
End it all.
But I think they would.
100%.
Yeah, I think it's easier for the dog to remember you because you can be away from a dog. In this moment a dog sees you, it's like, oh, I know this person.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
No matter who it is.
Yeah.
I think both of my dogs could pick me too. I mean, I'd be able to pick them out as well. Even though I don't like that one, I still think I could.
You think
they're German shepherds?
No, they're mixes of
a
bunch of different things.
So a bunch of 20 identical dogs.
Yeah.
Even the one you don't like, you're gonna go, that's my dog right there.
I think so.
Okay.
He'd leave him there though. That's the difference. He wouldn't take him home.
He would go in, see the dog get high, and I'd be like, all right, well, these are mine.
I identify them.
I wouldn't tell anybody. I'd just be like, oh, that's my dog.
I hope somebody adopts them because I'm not here.
Coming up on Ace and Friends. Ace and Friends.
There was a story that we were talking about today earlier. I don't know if it was on the Ace and TJ show or during the Extra Funny podcast today, but it reminded me of something my sister wanted me to do on the radio one time. That is just, I had to say, okay, but you know, and you're gonna love this. Next.
There's a lot of news out there. Ace and Friends.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin. Should you buy? Should you sell? How do I present my house if I do want to sell it? All of those questions can be answered by the experts, and they can take care of you with the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team knows everything there is to know about selling, marketing, and buying houses. So get in touch with them today at acetj.com/Temple team. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
Ace and Friends.
All right, so don't forget, new media. New social media for all of the Ace and Friends stuff. It's Ace Cannon Media, at Ace Cannon Media, specifically on Instagram. If you want to check it out, we'll put clips of the show up every day and different things that we talk about from time to time for you to check out. So go follow, like and subscribe at Ace Cannon Media. Subscribe to the Ace and Friends podcast. And share, DM us, hit us up, send us share messages. You know, all at Ace at Large. You can do it through all of my social media there as well. So today on the show, TJ was talking about this tire place. Maybe it was during the Extra Funny podcast. This tire place that his wife had called, and they didn't call him back twice. And the guy was like, "That doesn't sound like us." And they were making jokes about, "Well, ruin that company." And the phrase "ruin" always reminds me of my sister, because a long time ago, you remember the story, Riggins? A long time ago. Do you remember, Rob?
I don't think I do.
A long time ago, before social media was a big thing and everything, my sister was dating a guy, and he had cheated on her, and she found out. And at the time, she lived in Lafayette, Louisiana. And she called me at night, and I ended up having to call a buddy of mine who lived in Baton Rouge. One of it's like, my kids call him Uncle Bird. That's how close he is to our family. And he drove over and helped her get her stuff and blah, blah, blah. But my sister called, and she's like, she's telling me the whole story. I'm like, "I'm so sorry this has happened. what can I do to help? I live in North Carolina, and you're in Lafayette, Louisiana, just outside of Lafayette, Louisiana. She's like, you can get on that big radio show of yours and just ruin that son of a bitch. And I was like, well, I could, but nobody would hear it. I mean, he's not going to know it happened. God. This is pre-podcast and everything. I mean, I could do that, but it's not going to do you any good.
I love that.
Oh, she was serious too. Just get over there, and I want you to ruin that son of a bitch. Well, I mean, it's hard to ruin it when he doesn't know it's happening, and nobody else in his town knows it's happening.
Did you end up ruining him?
I did not.
You didn't do it.
But I did. All fair, I think I did tell that part of the story. Sure. Because they got to laugh at it.
That's way more entertaining than actually ruining.
Yeah, there was no. I mean, it's hard to ruin someone in his town when no one in the town will ever know the story.
Right.
I can't ruin your reputation if I can't tell anybody your reputation. You know what I mean?
Oh, brother. Is that the weirdest request you've ever gotten from a family member for like a radio thing?
Yeah, I think so. I don't get a lot of requests from family members.
Never like a birthday shout out?
Oh, God. Oh, my dad would be bad to say it, especially when we were on in our hometown. Hey, man.
You do, man.
Hey, tomorrow, can you just mention, so-and-so's buddy's daughter's birthday? Yeah.
Oh, you would do it? I guess.
After we started doing the morning show and I was the program director, I was like,
I can't do that. Yeah, I don't think I've had ticket requests, obviously. Yeah. Can you get me tickets to that? And that's kind of normal. But ruining a son of a bitch.
Ruin that son of a bitch.
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
Ace and Friends. The story you'll be talking about the rest of the day because it involves celebrity and scandal. It involves Miley Cyrus's mom and her new husband, who might have been with another member of the family before he became Miley's stepdad. It's a wild story, but it is the story you'll be talking about the rest of the day next. Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities, and we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Ace and Friends.
I am the modern day Mr. Rogers, gathering the neighborhood now. Let's all gather together for a minute and pay attention, because this is the story you'll be talking about the rest of the day. And somebody else might actually bring this up. Let's make sure you have all of the details and the facts as we know them to this point, because this is a pretty wild one. Tish Cyrus, Miley Cyrus's mom, Billy Ray Cyrus's ex-wife. Her name is Tish. She got married in August of 2023. She married an actor. His name is Dominic Purcell. He used to be on a show called Prison Break. Well, when they got married, Tish's other daughter, Noah, wasn't there. And now we might know why. According to Us Weekly, Noah was romantically involved with Dominic Purcell when her mom started pursuing him. In other words, their claim is that Tish Cyrus stole her husband from her own daughter. Now, I've never seen this for myself, but I've heard that there are a lot of stories like this on the internet. Again, I don't know. But I've heard they could get kind of graphic. But remember this, their wedding went down at Miley's house in Malibu, and sources say that armed guards were hired for the ceremony and were instructed, keep Noah out if she shows up. So Miley obviously is on Team Trish. While accepting her Grammy earlier this month, she thanked her mom, who was there with her. She did not mention her dad, Billy Ray Cyrus. But again, as the story goes, they actually had armed guards who were told to keep Noah out. Did Tish Cyrus steal her husband from her own daughter? We may never know all the details, but that is the story you'll be talking about the rest of the day.
Ace and Friends.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
As a proven leader in managed IT services, CompuCom delivers innovative solutions designed for how you work today. They'll help you deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. It's all at CompuCom. Go to CompuCom.com to find out more.
Ace and Friends.
All right, at Ace Cannon Media, if you want to follow along, Instagram and all of our social medias are at Ace at Large is the social media that I have now for anything. Comments, questions, all welcome when it comes to the Ace and Friends podcast. Now I'm thinking, Riggin, since you mentioned it a minute ago, before we did the story you'll be talking about the rest of the day, which is, well, first off, that whole story that Tish Cyrus married the guy who was dating her daughter, Noah. She kind of stole him from her daughter.
That's what they're reporting.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
And they had armed guards at the wedding to tell, hey, don't let Noah in. We're not going to ruin this day.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a whole rift in the family because Billy Ray wasn't thanked on stage by Miley when she won her Grammys the other night. And now Noah and Tish are estranged. Like, it's a whole thing going on.
Well, like I said, I've heard, I don't know for sure, but I've heard rumor that you can find a lot of stories like that on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Of moms stealing, guys from their daughters and stuff.
Sure.
And doing terrible things.
Yeah, and the girlfriend or the girl is always oblivious when mom's in the fold.
Yeah.
Sometimes in the same room. It's crazy.
Yeah. Did you ever see the one? The mom is vacuuming without it plugged in. I've seen that before.
No, really?
She's just like
the vacuum makes no noise.
It makes no noise. I'm like, why would you not plug it in?
Why doesn't mom ever lock the door to the bathroom when she goes to take a shower, knowing there are people in the house?
Yeah.
Crazy.
What are you doing in here? I was just trying to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, how did you wander into the master bath?
Yeah, right. I didn't know where I was.
I didn't know where I was going. Well, you knew it was the master bedroom.
Yeah. Some scenario.
Yeah, somehow you ended up upstairs in the master when you had to walk right past a half bath downstairs.
Yeah.
But again,
familiar.
I hear that's a big thing.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a big thing.
It's too much.
It's way too much.
It's way too much.
And sometimes it goes on for way too long. It's too long. Like, give me a break. Give me a break.
But I'm saying there's too much. It's like just, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's like there's too much of that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Amount of that kind of content. It's almost all that content. Almost exclusively.
Is it that big a thing?
It must be.
Yeah, I guess they wouldn't put it out if people weren't going to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Well.
Yeah.
What was that, Rob?
Oh, I don't know.
Yep.
It's pretty prominent.
Okay. Gets weird when Rob talks about it. I don't know why that is. Hang on.
Ace and Friends.
Back again with our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. Now, Richard, tell us about this cash out equity thing, instant cash, add water, and there it is.
It is. That's how it is. Instant equity. I mean, you do the application today. You could close today and get your money in 5 days. There's no underwriting. There's no appraisal. I think didn't you do something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly what I did. Instant equity. It's very easy, and Richard walks you through the process. Find out more at homewithrichard.com.
Ace and Friends.
So what I was originally going to mention last time before we got sidetracked with Tish Cyrus and moms stealing daughter boyfriends, you mentioned requests on the radio.
Yeah.
You don't get a lot of requests for radio things. Now, it's very different these days than it was when TJ and I started, especially considering that we ran the radio, so the first radio station we worked at, and we had family that lived in town and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that was a different world. And then even when we were first in Charlotte, a lot of people ask for concert tickets and all that. And that world, I think most people know that world works very differently these days than it used to. But with your brother and all in town and your family in town, they've never requested a lot of stuff from you.
Just tickets. A lot of tickets.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Like to what?
The Renaissance Festival, when Drake was in town.
Okay.
And sometimes Christmas concerts. And sometimes I'm like, I actually know I can get those pretty easily.
Yeah.
But some of the bigger, some of the other things that were really hard. Justin Bieber, I remember, was a thing I couldn't get tickets for. Drake.
I remember the shows that play outdoors at PNC Pavilion. It used to be I could tell people I can probably get you 2 on the lawn.
Sure.
For that. That's usually not a problem. Now, and I guess it's different when you have kids, because my daughter loved to go to concerts, and she would ask for, hey, G-Eazy. Yeah, I can get you 4 on the lawn for G-Eazy. That's not a problem.
I can do that.
Yeah, that one's going to be pretty easy to come by. Yeah. But there were shows that the company, the station had the company, I guess the whole company had a box, and from time to time it was a show we were doing. If I was going to take them or go with them, I could get those seats.
Yeah.
But if they were going with their friends, she just wanted lawn seats because it was more fun on the lawn. They're like, I'm good on the lawn. I'm like, I can get you for this show. I can get you good seats. No, I'd rather be on the lawn.
Yeah, that's where the fun is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Disagree.
Do you go to the lawn, Rob? Because you spend money on concert tickets.
I'm not getting lawn seats. It's not for me.
Ever?
No, I used to a long time ago, but I saw Paramore and John Mayer on the lawn, but that's the last one I think I went to.
Does Meredith like the lawn?
She will go as a last resort on a lawn, but that's not her first choice.
Okay, but if you had to go lawn or don't go, you're a no-go?
Yes.
Just because it's too many people, you don't have an assigned seat.
Right, and you gotta sit on the grass unless you want to rent a chair or something. No thanks.
Or bring a blanket?
No thanks.
Yeah, but you're standing anyway.
Yeah, you're standing. You're with your friends. Everybody's having a drink. You're having a great time singing along together and high-fiving and whatever.
That's okay. I'm good.
Okay. Technically, Rob, I know you're kind of a concert snob. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob the concert snob. I kind of like
so.
it. Okay. There's something that happened at a Dairy Queen. Sometimes managers can get a little full of themselves, especially when their employees are younger. And there is a manager at a Kentucky Dairy Queen that has been accused of doing something that is horrible and not the least bit funny. Not funny at all. Next.
Ace and Friends.
It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime, thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/Neogenics, Neogenix.
Ace and Friends.
So first, thank you for checking out the Ace and Friends podcast. And feedback. We're all kind of finding our way as we sort through this. It's different, it's unique for everybody, and seeing what works, what doesn't work, what we like, what we don't like. So we'd love your feedback. It's at Ace Cannon Media or at Ace at Large if you follow me on any of my other social media. Just please drop a comment. Hey, I like this, I don't like that. I'd really prefer if we focus a lot on what you like.
Yeah, I don't care about
not what you don't like so much.
Well, I don't want any of that.
If we could do that, because sometimes my ego feels a little fragile some days.
Please.
And I don't really need to be hurt. Several young employees at a Kentucky Dairy Queen claim that their manager made them eat ice cream that was laced with cleaning solution. This is Angela Patton, who is the parent of one of the teenagers, talking about what the daughter says happened.
They were told by the manager that whether or not they liked chocolate ice cream, they were going to taste it today. Some of the kids had complained that they had a burning sensation when they swallowed the ice cream. What they done is not right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they done is not right. That's the understatement of the year.
Yeah.
They made them eat ice cream, allegedly, they made them eat ice cream with cleaning solution mixed into it.
Kids. Sounds
wild.
That's like the story you'll be talking about the rest of the day from, I think it was Monday, where the guy in the band was trying to steal his bandmate's girlfriend over the last 5 months. He'd been giving him pre-workout that he had been putting estrogen into. What? Hoping that he would appear more masculine to this woman and the guy would appear less masculine and she would leave him for the singer of the band. And then the band figured out what was going on finally and kicked the singer out.
What the world?
There's just a lot of weird stories about food being laced lately. But yeah, so this one, I don't even understand. That's just to be mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're just being mean. That's not even a practical joke. That's just, I'm going to be mean and nasty to you.
They arrest that guy? That's good. You can't do that, right?
Yeah, well, it's under investigation now. So if they find it to be true, he will be arrested and charged.
That's messed up.
So I don't know if they have much proof now other than the story the kids have said. So until they can find more proof, he won't be arrested.
Y'all gonna eat this ice cream today?
Yeah.
Enjoy. Bon appetit.
I was shocked when I heard that. Not as shocked, however, as one of the worst human beings. This actually should have been the story you'll be talking about the rest of the day. Because when you hear this mom talk about her 10-year-old and why she had to go pick her 10-year-old up from school, it's disgusting. It will blow your mind. You will go try to find this audio so you can play it for someone else today. I promise you that. That is next.
Ace and Friends.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help. Because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Ace and Friends.
So every day on the Ace and Friends podcast, we'll give you the story you'll be talking about the rest of the day. And I really think maybe I should start increasing that to on some days more than one. Because the story you'll be talking about the rest of the day comes up at the end of the second hour every day. But today we've got another one. This is a mom who is an OnlyFans entertainer. What's the proper term?
Creator.
She's an OnlyFans content creator who is very upset and decided to post this video. Now, she posted this video of her sitting in her car talking about her child because she had to go pick up her child from school. It's been heavily edited, so we can play it for you.
I am so today. Just downright today. I had to come up here. I had to come up here at 11 o'clock in the afternoon. That's prime time. That's prime time, if you know what I mean. But listen, so that's partly why I'm cranky. But I'm cranky because my child is 10. I had to come up to the school and I had to pick him up. Why? Why did I have to pick this kid up? I had to pick this kid up because he's a man, okay? He's a little man, and he's got a weak stomach like most men do. So somebody busted in the library. He threw up not one time, not two times, but 3 times in the library. Literally, the nurse calls and she's like, "You're gonna have to come pick up your son because he just vomited 3 times in the library, like exorcist style, all over the place." Why? He's not even sick. Some kid farted next to him and he said that it made his stomach feel bad. So I have to interrupt my day
You get the idea. So she's mad because she has to come pick up her 10-year-old, and it goes on with her. F this kid, F this, F his weak stomach, blah, 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 blah. First off, ma'am, it's not 11 a.m. in the afternoon. Yeah. That's not possible. You're an idiot. Secondly, she's upset because he has interrupted her prime content creation time. So while he's at school, she's at home, creating content for OnlyFans. That's probably making her about $150 a month at this point. And then she cusses the kid because, newsflash, whatever the reason, if your kid throws up 3 times at school, they're sending that kid home.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. If your kid throws up once, they're typically, I know especially today, maybe before the kid can say, "I just ate something that made me sick." Okay, you'll be fine. If it doesn't happen again, you'll be okay to get through the day. But now the kid throws up, kid goes home. End of story.
Terrible.
And she's a disgusting dirtbag.
Yeah.
complaining about having to go pick up her kid up because he's interrupting her prime creation time.
Yeah, and now it's gone viral on all social media, so you got to believe that other kids in that school are going to see that.
Somebody has seen it. Somebody or tells their kid, and the kid, now this kid's going to find out about it, and he's going to feel even worse about something he already feels bad about because his mom's a trash bag at home.
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
Ace and Friends. We got some bros here.
What's up?
So we're gonna put bro code to the test. This might be really interesting, especially if you're female, to hear how guys feel about this. Coming up next.
Ace and Friends.
Back again with our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. Now, Richard, tell us about this cash out equity thing, instant cash, add water, and there it is.
It is. That's how it is. Instant equity. I mean, you do the application today, you could close today and get your money in 5 days. There's no underwriting. There's no appraisal. I think didn't you do something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly what I did. Instant equity. It's very easy, and Richard walks you through the process. Find out more at homewithrichard.com.
This is Ace and Friends.
It's the Ace and Friends podcast. I am the modern day Mr. Rogers, bringing you the question of the day. I ran across this and found it to be interesting. I'm just curious what everybody thinks. 2 years ago, one of my good friends went out with this girl twice. He liked her, but she didn't like him, so it ended there. So I knew who this girl was, but we had never met. When we did, we recognized each other and started talking. We really hit it off and have now gone on 4 dates. We're really clicking. On our last date, we ran into my friend. It was so awkward. After the date, I had a nasty voicemail from my friend telling me that I was disrespecting him. Am I a bad friend for dating this girl and violating the bro code, or was this girl fair game? So, his friend goes out with a girl twice. She doesn't have any interest in him. He has an interest in her, but move on. Some time passes. When he meets this girl, they instantly go, oh, they had never met before. Oh, you're that girl, he liked you, blah, blah, blah. And she knew who he was. Oh, you're his best friend, or his friend, let's say. They hit it off. There's an instant spark there. They start going out. Has he violated the sacred bro code?
Yeah.
Tate D. Rob, would you agree?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I have to agree as well. Only because I go back to when I was in high school, there was a girl that I went out with. I took her to a dance. And a friend of mine asked me about her afterwards. He said, are y'all going out or what? I was like, no, we just went out to the dance. It's no big deal. Then a few days later, he came back and he goes, hey, you're not interested in, y'all aren't dating or anything? And I said, no, not at all. And he really thought she was great and wanted to go out with her. And I foolishly said, trying to be cool, no, there's nothing to it at all. And he's like, well, let me ask you a question then. And if you're not, if you're interested in going out with her, I won't do a thing, but I would like to ask her out if you're not interested. It's one of my friends I've known since I was 5. And I was like, no, feel free. And they dated for about a year. Yes.
But you liked her, right?
I did. I didn't want anybody to know that because I was stupid.
Yeah, you didn't want to.
It was my own fault.
Yeah.
Because he came to friend, like, hey, so y'all going out or anything? No. Let me ask you a question then. If you don't have any interest in her, would you be cool if I went out there? Sure, of course. I don't have any interest in her. Fine.
Yeah, no, that wasn't cool either.
What?
Him doing that.
Oh, I think it was.
No, if he knew you if he knew you as long as he did, he would have known, clearly, and you brought her to a dance. That was just not cool.
Oh no, I don't think that at all. I thought it was very cool that he was like, hey, because he was very straightforward about it. Are y'all dating? And I was like, absolutely not. No, we're just friends. We went to a dance together. No big deal. So it was my fault for not being honest. I think I want to try to go out to date her. That was on me. But I had tremendous respect for the fact that he was upfront. If I had said yes, he'd be like, then I'm okay. I probably, if I had said I was interested in going out with her more, I probably would have never known that he thought she was cool. Because he wouldn't have said a word about it. He was like, that's cool, good, keep me posted. Whatever. Mm-hmm. One of those things. But yeah, so in this case, I guess, he did violate
the
bro code.
I hate that guy. Because then he writes in a letter, well, did I do anything? Like, I can just tell you're a B word.
Right.
Like, I can just tell.
You know you did something wrong.
Yeah, come on.
You know.
Yeah.
But it leads me to something that my wife said watching The Bachelor the other night. My wife and Riggins went to the same college. Yeah. And I'm curious as to your perspective on something. She had a perspective that made me laugh. And I thought, okay, I'll see how if Riggins feels the same way. Coming up next.
Ace and Friends.
It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime, thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/neogenics, Neogenics.
This is Ace and Friends.
I was shocked the other night that my wife was watching The Bachelor. So let me put some context on this. In case you don't know, I'd be surprised if anybody didn't know now, unless you just stumbled across this podcast. I am in what's called an age gap relationship. I am 24 years older than my wife. I am 55. She is 31. We have a 8-month-old. I'm sorry. It's I know it's wild. By the way, we need to wrap this up because I got to get to, it's my day to go into the pool at swim lessons.
Oh, today's swim lessons?
Yeah.
Nice.
So she was watching The Bachelor the other night, which she has never watched. She's never really been into it. And I don't really know why. It might have been one of those, nothing else is really on. She was kind of watching The Bachelor. And she said, oh, this guy. And I know for a couple of years when she was in college at UNC Charlotte, she was in a sorority. And then I think for her last year, so she got out of the sorority. She said, this guy, the guy that is the bachelor here, she was showing him, she goes, he's a Pike. He's the Pike, the F-boys of all fraternities.
Yeah.
And I started laughing. Like, even, post-college, if you're still labeled with that, this guy's like 30 years old now. And she was immediately like, this guy's an F-boy. That's
like a scarlet letter.
Yeah, it is the collegiate scarlet letter that he will carry for. He'll be 40 and they'll still be going, oh, you are Pike? You're a boy.
Sure. It's the baggage you carry.
Is that the reputation?
Yeah. They always had the best parties. That was the place to party.
It's interesting, though, because it reminded me when I was in high school, we used to go up to Northeast Louisiana University. It's now called the University of Louisiana Monroe. And we knew some guys who were Pikes. And they were supposed to be the dumb but the best party.
Yeah.
And I know at LSU, they had a better reputation, but still known to be one of the top 2 or 3 party fraternities were the Pikes. Mm-hmm. But they didn't have that reputation as being dumb and partying. They were like, that was reserved for there was a different frat that had that reputation.
Dumb is harsh.
It's amazing how that goes around the country, though, how that works. And this was all obviously pre-internet. So just different schools, way far apart, different generations.
Sure.
Very similar reputation for these people.
Yeah.
But should that follow you? If the guy's now on The Bachelor, he's in his 30s?
No, it shouldn't.
But it does.
But it does, yeah.
Would you have that same thought if you met somebody and they said, I was in guy's 35 years old. He's your age. He goes, I didn't know we went to school together at the same time, didn't know each other. I was in Pike. You'd be like, oh, you're.
I would look at it as a positive. I'm like, he's going to be cool to hang around with.
Okay.
I wouldn't have looked at him like your wife described him because I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, they were always cool.
But she did say that they threw some pretty good parties. They were
hell yeah.
Throwing a pretty good party. Yeah.
Ace and Friends.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're again going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
This is Ace and Friends.
Take me, Rob. I'm going to need your opinion on this as well.
Okay.
I found this on Reddit. And it's a fun question. You can only choose one. It will be free for the rest of your life.
Okay.
But you can only choose one of these. What are you choosing? Housekeeper, chef, masseuse.
Chef.
Housekeeper, chef, or masseuse. You can only pick one.
Pick one. Free, rest of your life. Housekeeper, chef, masseuse. Which one are you taking?
Housekeeper.
Yeah, I'm torn. Housekeeper was my initial answer. But the more I think about it, chef would be, I mean, obviously it would be wonderful to come in every day and be able to tell a masseuse, like, look, my back is killing me today.
Yeah.
You would feel much better, much different every day if you had a masseuse, but it's not the most pressing need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wrote that one off immediately because I've never had a massage, but I can't imagine it's better than having a chef or a housekeeper.
Well, it's a good massage. You feel great when it's over.
But coming
it's
into
so relaxing.
Coming into
so relaxing.
Clean house every
day.
No matter what you do, it would be incredible.
I think I was told, like I said, initially I said housekeeper. And then I thought, well, man, if you had a chef every day, though, you'd free up so much time to just say, hey, tonight I want this, and we'll have this for lunch and this for dinner. Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
it's tough. I'm torn, definitely.
I do think I go housekeeper because then you don't have to put sheets on the bed.
Yeah,
you don't have to take the clothes out of the dryer and then hang certain things and then remember to go back and get them and then fluff them or iron them before you put them away. That I think I would go housekeeper for that reason. You said chef, Rob?
Yeah.
Just because the ready availability of food at a moment's notice?
Yeah, and probably better food that I could get at a fast food place. I do fast food because I don't cook very well.
Probably.
Yeah.
So it's probably. Then the pizza you get given to you through a drive-through window, it might be better than that.
You can't guarantee it is.
Well, true.
Your everyday chef is probably going to be able to put together better food than the QT Takis to get you through the rest of the day. Yeah.
Back again with our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. Now, Richard, tell us about this cash out equity thing, instant cash, add water, and there it is.
It is. That's how it is. Instant equity. I mean, you do the application today, you could close today and get your money in 5 days. There's no underwriting. There's no appraisal. You know, I think didn't you do something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly what I did. Instant equity. It's very easy, and Richard walks you through the process. Find out more at homewithrichard.com.
Ace and Friends.
All right, so again, thanks for being a part of the Ace and Friends podcast. We want your feedback. You can follow the Ace and Friends podcast at Ace Cannon Media. That's on Instagram, or at Ace at Large. Welcome comments, thoughts, ideas, things you like. Easy on the things you don't like. So I like this. We kind of did this on a whim yesterday, but I thought it was fun. Favorite thing of today's Ace and what is this called? The Ace and Friends podcast. Well, we've got so many things with, the Ace and TJ show on the podcast, and Ace at Large and things. Ace and Friends podcast today. Rick, your favorite thing of the day?
Recounting the time when your sister made a very special request of you on the radio.
I want you to ruin that son of a bitch on the radio.
Classic.
Yeah, and if you missed it, I did have to tell her. I can do that, but nobody will hear it where you live.
Doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it was just pre-podcast days. Nobody's going to be downloaded or hearing it.
Yeah.
So, maybe I could do that and then send it to a friend of mine that I know that works there in your town.
You could have done that.
And see if he could play it on the radio.
Record it to tape or something?
Yeah. I would have called this guy named Bobby Novosad. Bobby, can you help me out? Can you play this on your show so we can ruin this guy's life?
Yeah. Did you have details? Did she want you to cover certain topics?
Oh, God, she wanted me to tell everything. All the things that he'd done. I was like, no. There's really no reason for me to do that.
Was she livid that you didn't?
No, when she calmed, she understood. Like Piper, they're not going to hear it. Like, I can do that, but nobody will hear it.
Okay.
But it made me feel better. No, we just rip him a new ass. Well, not going to accomplish your goal, though. Rob, favorite thing on today's Ace and Friends podcast?
I have to agree with that. I've never heard that story because it was brand new to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Somehow I've never heard that one.
Yeah, it's a true story.
We need to have her on.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we had her on around Halloween.
Yes.
To talk about ghost hunting and stuff. And that would, to me, that was a crazy phone call that I'll probably never forget. But I don't think you were even prepared for that.
No, she just went to, like, as she put it, it was a lifelong dream to go to this haunted plantation that she just went to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's still on that kick?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they spent the night at this haunted plantation or something.
Yeah, that might be something.
All right,
to
I'll work
think
on that.
about.
I'll work on that today. Get ready. I'll have an update on that.
Crazy.
In tomorrow's Ace and Friends podcast, no doubt. Yeah.
Ace and Friends,